Alright guys, so this is part 2 of The Last of Us demo, and I do apologize, that last one was almost an hour long. Probably incredibly boring for most of you, but I think it provides lots of good knowledge that you'll need to know to actually play this. Now I'm going to actually talk about playing this, because this is where the fun begins. So, like I said in part 1, I got a crash course in how to play this. I started playing this on Monday. It is currently Sunday. I completed playing this on Friday, so it took me about 5 days. So this is a very long game. And you have to learn some basic concepts to help you play. So let's try to do that now. I'm going to go in here.
The Last of Us. Speech mode off.
And we're going to...
The Last of Us. Play the main story. New game plus.
We're going to go through here.
A button. Select. B button. Back.
New game plus. Because I've beat the game, I can start a new game and keep some things. There are workbenches that you'll find during gameplay that let you apply different enhancements to your weapons. And you'll definitely want to do that, because you can do things like make the guns... they can hold more bullets, they can reload faster, you can draw them faster, things like that, and you'll want to do that. You do that by gathering parts that you find during your travels. And again, I'll talk about these things. You can also craft things, which I'll try to explain as well. And yeah, so this lets you start a new game, but keep the existing...
A button. Select. B button. Back.
Keep the existing things that you have earned.
New game.
You can start a new game.
Load game.
You can load the game.
Chapters. A button. Select. B button. Back.
So this lets you play different chapters. So if you've played through the game, you can come in here and choose a specific portion, and the game will load, and you can play it based on that chapter. So if I go in here,
Hometown. Highest difficulty completed. Very light.
We've got that.
The quarantine zone. Highest difficulty completed. Very light. The outskirts. The quarantine zone. Highest difficulty completed. Very light. Artifacts. 5 of 7. Firefly pendants. 2 of 3. Optional conversations. 3 of 4. A button. Select. B button. Back.
Now, the things that it's talking about, these are things that you can find and discover during your travels.
The outskirts. Highest difficulty completed. Billstown. Highest difficulty completed. Pittsburgh. Highest difficulty completed. The suburbs. Highest difficulty completed. Very light. Tommy's Dam. Highest difficulty completed. Very light. The University. Highest difficulty completed. Very light. Lakeside Resort. Highest difficulty completed. Very light. Bus Depot. Highest difficulty completed. Very light. The Firefly Lab. Highest difficulty completed. Very light. Jackson. Highest difficulty completed. Very light. Comics. 0 of 1. A button. Select. B button. Back.
So those are all the chapters that you have when playing the main story.
Hometown. Highest difficulty completed.
Now if I click on this, like if I go...
Hometown. Billstown. Highest difficulty completed. The Woods. Highest difficulty completed. Very light. Safe House. Highest difficulty completed. Very light. Graveyard. Highest difficulty completed. Very light. High School Escape. Highest difficulty completed. Very light. The Woods. Highest difficulty completed.
You can choose
light. Artifacts. Billstown. Chapters.
You can choose a portion...
Button. Select. B button.
God, shut up!
Back.
You can choose a particular part to start within that chapter. If I go down...
Encounters. A button. Select. B button. Back.
This is the same thing, except this will let you play the different combat battles that you can get into. This is what I'll be using to demonstrate how combat works and things like that.
Cinematics.
You can also...
A button. Select. B button. Back.
You can also play the cutscenes. So let me show you that real quick. Let's go in here.
Billstown. The outskirts. The quarantine zone.
And the same thing
Y
here.
button.
You choose a
Commentary
chapter.
Off. The Oak, Billstown, Pittsburgh, the suburbs, Tommy's Dam, the university, Lakeside Resort, Bus Depot, the Firefly Lab, Jackson, hometown.
Let's show you one, just to show you.
Y but the core, the outskirt, Billstown. I need a car. Let's get on with it. Duration, it's empty. He was my partner. He ain't even hurt. I need a car. Duration, 2 minutes, 28 seconds.
Right.
Let's get on with it. Duration, 2 minutes.
So this will tell you
Y
the
button.
time.
Commentary off. A button. Select. B button. Back.
The reason why it's saying commentary... Wait a minute, do I have descriptions on?
It's empty. Duration. I need a car. Duration.
Let's try
2.
playing this. So what you should hear is the descriptive track. Let's see if this actually works, though. I may have messed this up, though. So it's loading, and I'll shut up.
Joel and Bill close a safe house door just before an infected rushes in. Bill locks the door. Ellie steps back.
Man,
Wearing a gas mask.
that was close.
The burly and brunette Bill approaches her.
Thanks for the heroics and all.
Bill removes the mask. She holds her hand out.
Ellie.
He handcuffs her to piping.
Hey, what are you... Joel?
Bill!
What are you doing?
Bill draws a gun.
Turn around and get on your knees.
Bill kicks
Calm
Joel
down
to his
a second.
knees.
Turn around. All right. Get on your knees. Don't test
He
me.
shoves the gun against Joel while checking her.
Any bites? Oh. Anything sprouting?
God damn it, I'm clean!
She breaks a pipe free.
I see so much as a trick.
He smacks Bill.
Stop! Son of a bitch!
Joel grabs the pipe, then points it at Bill.
You done? Am I done? You come into my house. You set off all my traps. You damn near break my shooting arm. Who the fuck is this punk and what's she doing here?
I am none of your goddamn business, and we're here because you owe Joel some favors. And you can start by taking these off.
I owe Joel some favors. Is some kind of joke?
I'll cut to the chase. I need a car.
Well, it is a joke. Joel needs a car. Well, if I had one that works, which I sure as hell don't, what makes you think I'd just give it to you? Huh? Yeah, sure, Joel, go ahead. Take my car. Take all my food, too, while you're at it.
By the looks of it, you could lose some of that food.
You listen to me, you little shit.
No, fuck you! You handcuffed
I
me.
need you to shut up. All right?
Joel backs her away.
Whatever favors you think I owe you ain't worth that much.
Actually, Bill, they are.
Well, it don't matter, because I don't have a car that works.
But there is one in this town.
Parts. There are parts in this town.
Meaning that you could fix one up.
Bill rubs his bearded face as he looks at Joel. Bill flattens a map.
All right. I'm gonna do this. There's some gear I'm gonna need.
All right.
It's on the other side of town.
He points at the map.
Now you help me go gather it, and maybe I can put something together that runs.
Bill reaches into his pocket.
But after this, I owe you nothing.
Bill slams the handcuff keys down.
That's fine. A couple days from now, we'll probably be dead anyway.
Good.
Joel uncuffs Ellie.
Follow me. Whole goddamn town's booby trap. Best stay right on my ass.
They go to follow Bill.
Can't miss it.
Knock it off.
Joel pulls her along.
You completed the cinematic. You can either continue to the next cinematic, replay the same cinematic, or exit to the main menu. Next.
So
A
that's what.
button. Select.
So that's what happens. You can play through these. That one is pretty funny, I think.
Replay. Exit.
So let's go back out here. Go back to the menu.
I need a car. Duration.
I'll hit
2.
B
Bill's Town.
to go back.
New Game Plus. The Last of Us. Play the main story of The Last of Us.
Now, when it was saying commentary, that is a feature that you can unlock when you complete the game. Basically, if you go down here,
Left option. Extras. Concept art. View original concept art from The Last of Us, 2013, as well as new concept art from The Last of Us, Part 1, 2022. Earn points and unlock unique content by finding collectibles, earning trophies, and completing the game on higher difficulties.
yeah,
A
so
button. Select. B button. Back.
lots of this stuff I think is visual, but like you can view art. There's commentary, which to use commentary you have to turn off the descriptions. So basically what the commentary does is you hear the cutscene, but the volume is turned down because the cast and the producers are basically talking. They're talking about making the scenes and things like that. I haven't really checked those out too much because I don't care that much. But I guess I can show you real quick.
Model viewer. Inspect the character models that appear across the story. Earn points and unlock unique content by
Yes,
finding
visual.
collected skins. Modify the main character's clothing, backpack, and weapon appearance.
Visual.
Filter gallery. Change the appearance of the game. Earn points and unlock unique content. Gameplay modifiers. Change the behavior of the game. Earn points and unlock unique content by finding collectibles, earning trophies, and completing the game on higher difficulties. A
So-
button. Select. B button. Back.
This is actually useful. When you complete the game, you can come in here and you can do things like this.
Mirror world. Cost 15 points. You have 273 points.
That's visual.
Horizontally flip the world rendering. Hold A button. Mirror on death. Slow motion. Cost. Bullet speed mode. Cost. Infinite ammo. Off. Enables unlimited ammo. Left and right directional buttons. Change. B button. Back.
I will be turning this on when I'm demoing some of the combat things because this will basically make it so I don't run out of ammunition. I know it's a cheat, but hey, I don't care.
Infinite crafting. Off. Enables infinite ingredients for crafting. Left and right directional buttons. Change. B button. Back.
This is also true for crafting. This will be helpful when I explain that feature. Crafting lets you create different things, but to create things, you need to have resources that you find, like some cloth and cloth. There are blades, different things like that, and I will try to explain that when I get there.
Infinite melee durability. Off. Enables infinite weapon durability. Left and right directional buttons. Change. B button. Back.
This is the same thing. So your melee weapons have a certain durability before they break. And if you turn this on, you can use your weapons as many times as you want, which is, again, it's a cheat code, I guess, but yeah.
Infinite listen mode range. Off. Enables infinite listen mode range. Left and right directional buttons. Change. B button.
I think this lets you hear things from... Well, I guess you can hear things no matter how far away they are. So these are things that you can get when you complete the game. Basically, you get a bunch of points. You can come in here, you press and hold A, and the option is unlocked, assuming you have points. I don't know how you get more points. I assume you can play the game again or go through the extra things.
One shot. Off. All player guns are one-shot kills.
That's
Left and right directional buttons.
That explains
Change. B
itself.
button. Touch of death. Off. All player melee attacks are one-shot kills. Explosive arrows. Off. Player arrows cause an explosion on impact. 8-bit audio. Cost 5 points. You have 273 points. Enables an 8-bit audio distortion filter, giving an early 90s vibe. Hold A button to unlock this mode.
You
A
can
button.
change the audio.
Unlock. B button. Back.
Let me show you this. So to get this, I will hold down A.
8-bit audio. Off. Enables an 8-bit audio distortion. 4-bit audio. Cost 5 points. You have 204-bit audio. Off. Helium audio. Cost 5 points. You have 263 points. Pitches the audio up as if the atmosphere were filled with helium gas. Hold A button to helium audio. Off. Pitches the audio
And you
up
get the
as
idea.
if the gameplay modifiers. Speedrun recap. View your records from speedrun mode. Your best times are saved for each difficulty and permadeath mode in the main game, New Game Plus, and Left Behind. Records are tracked for any playthrough you start with speedrun mode enabled. A button. Select. B button. Back.
So you can speedrun this game. I don't really care about that.
Behind the scenes. Watch behind the scenes footage of the making of The Last of Us, and listen to the official Last of Us podcast. Or commentary. Enable commentary or descriptive audio over cinematics. Credits. Watch the complete end credits. Concept art. View origin. Model viewer. Commentary.
So let me show you the commentary.
Or commentary. Director commentary. Locked. Enables director commentary over cinematics featuring Neil Druckmann, Ashley Johnson, and Troy Baker. Only available for the main story and English audio. To modify the setting, disable cinematic descriptions. Cinematic descriptions. On. Enables descriptive. On.
So we'll turn this off.
Off. Director commentary. Off. Enable. On. Cinematic director commentary. On.
Now-
Enables direct commentary. Enable commentary or
go
descriptive
back.
extras. Option. Left behind. Options.
And let's see here.
Left behind. The last of New Game Plus. Cinematics. Billstown.
Let's
Pittsburgh. Billstown. The outskirts.
find another cutscene here.
The quarantine zone. The outskirts.
How about
Bill's Pit. The suburbs. What are you scared of? Duration. 5 minutes. 44 seconds.
let's play this? It's gonna load. And you can see just how different this will sound.
This is the longest
Short
cinematic
scene.
in the game. I had to fit that in there. Quit this place from since we had it in
Right.
the first trailer.
I can't quit you.
I remember when we first, the very, very beginning of this, when we like did the first table read through this and everything, and we talked about, I asked if there was going to be a moment of just a light shining through in this darkness, and we talked
Blah
about
blah
the
blah.
scene.
Let's hit B.
At that point, it was just really
Wait.
kind of just real easy brushstrokes of what it was going to be.
Skip cinematic.
Okay, so I hit the button.
Select. B button. Replay cinematic. Options.
Let me-
Photo mode. Skip cinematic.
Skip this.
Skip the cinematic? No. Yes, you completed the cinematic. Replay. Exit.
So
What are you scared of?
I hit the
Duration,
button
5
to-
minutes. The suburbs.
Shut up.
New Game Plus. The Last of Us.
Let me
Click
turn
left
this
behind.
off.
Options. Controls.
where is
Option. Extra. Commentary. Enable commentary. Commentary. Director commentary. Locked. Enable cinematic descriptions. On. Off. On. Director commentary. Locked. Commentary.
it? Okay,
Extras.
so I think it's back on. So to get out of that, I hit the button to the right of the Xbox home button on my controller, and that brings up the menu where you can do things like change options, quit, and things like that, which I will get into more detail with during gameplay. So, having spent way too much time playing with the menus, let's actually play, because I know that's what you guys want to hear. But I think it's important to go through these things and try to explain them, so I hope you guys have gotten a better idea of the way that this is meant to work.
Quit to desktop. The Last of Us. Play the New Game Plus.
So let's do this.
Play through the game again with all upgrades obtained in a previous playthrough. There are 2 New Game Plus modes. Full loadout carries overall weapons and recipes, unlocking them early in the game. In Classic, they are unlocked on normal progression. OK, A button. Select. B button. Back.
So I'll press A.
Moderate Plus provides a balanced experience. Resources are limited. Moderate Plus is more difficult than Moderate. A button. Select. B button. Back.
Oh, you know what I didn't show you, which I will have to go back and do. There are some combat accessibility options that you'll want to turn on. They do. Well, I guess I can show you real quick.
New Game Plus. The Last of Us. Left options. Control. Accessibility. Alternate control. Magnet motion. Navigate. Screen. Combat accessibility. Alternate control. Combat accessibility. Enable combat accessibility. On. Enables the combat accessibility settings. These settings are designed to make combat accessible for all players. As such, they can significantly alter the gameplay experience. Left and right directional buttons. Change. Y button. Reset to hostages don't escape. On. Enemies grabbed by you will not break free while struggling. Left and allies don't get grabbed. On. Allies will automatically escape when grabbed by enemies. This setting will not apply during certain combat encounters. Left and enemies don't flank. On. Enemies will not intentionally try to get behind your position. Left and right direct reduced enemy perception. On. Reduce enemy perception in stealth. This setting is relative to the chosen difficulty. Reduced enemy accuracy. On. Reduce enemy accuracy when shooting. This setting is relative to the chosen difficulty. Invisibility toggle. Unlimited. Hold. B button to become invisible to enemies while not aiming. Your movement speed is limited while this mode is active. This setting is disabled during certain encounters where stealth is not an option. If set to limited, the time limit will be based on the stealth difficulty settings. Weapon sway. Off. Enables camera sway while aiming weapons.
I think that's visual.
Left slow motion. Off. Reduces game speed when enabled. When set to toggle use, L3 button. Plus, right trigger to toggle slow motion.
Yeah, apparently
Left
that
and right directional
slows
buttons.
down the
Chain
game.
tinnitus sound. On. Enables an audio effect that mimics a ringing in the ears when in the proximity of an explosion. Enable combat accessibility. On. Combat accessibility
Okay.
options.
So, that stuff explains itself pretty much. I would recommend keeping all this stuff on, especially while you're trying to learn the game. I think the problem is if you turn it all off, then things you fight will be able to kill you extremely quickly. I would not be able to play this game without this stuff on, because again, you can't really see where things are, and it doesn't tell you. So, like, you can't aim at things. You just have to hold a button, and it will do it. It aims by default, and I guess that's to help blind players, because if you can't see how to properly point your weapons at things that you're trying to target. There are cues that will tell you when you can hit things. The problem I have is that you don't hit things all the time, and I don't know if that's because your shots miss. It's either that, or when you're trying to hit things, you might be blocked by things like walls and doors that you can't see. So, like I said, I give them credit for doing this much, but I can only imagine how hard trying to make a game like this blind playable can be. But again, I'll try to explain these things when I'm actually playing. So let's actually play this, because I've wasted way too much time.
Left the last quit to disc The Last of Us. New game plus. Play through the game again with all. Moderate plus. Provides light plus. Very light plus. Custom plus. Customized grounded plus. Survivor plus.
So,
and hard plus.
let's go
With
through here.
Ground custom. Very light plus. Explore and experience the story with a lighter combat challenge. Camera and aim assistance settings are enabled by default. A button. Select. B button. Back. Light plus. Less challenging than moderate. Resources are more common and enemies are less dangerous. Light plus is more difficult than light. Moderate plus provides a balanced experience. Resources are limited. Moderate plus is more difficult than moderate. A hard plus for those looking for a greater challenge. Resources are very limited and enemies are more dangerous. Hard plus is more difficult than hard. Survivor plus, an intense, demanding challenge. Resources are extremely scarce and enemies are deadly. Listen mode is turned off by default in this difficulty. Survivor plus is more difficult than Survivor. A button. Select. B button. Back.
So there's two versions of listen mode. I don't know what standard listen mode is. I think that just lets you hear things. The enhanced listen mode is used for blind players to help you scan for things and navigate. I think enhanced listen mode is available regardless of the difficulty that you choose, because obviously if it wasn't, I would not be able to play this game.
Grounded plus, the most challenging and realistic experience. Listen mode, HUD, and other gameplay elements are altered in this game mode. A button. Select. B button. Back.
So, again, my understanding is these customize the behavior of the things that you're fighting. The higher ones, you won't be able to find as much loot, things like that.
Custom plus. Customize the difficulty settings to create your own challenge. Custom plus is more difficult than custom.
You can customize things.
Select.
So if
B
I go in
button.
here,
Player. Moderate plus. Adjust difficulty settings related to amount of damage the player takes from enemies. Frequency of mid-encounter dynamic checkpoints. Enemies. Moderate plus. Adjust difficulty settings related to accuracy of enemy gunfire and frequency of projectiles. Aggression of enemies advancing and flanking. Complexity of enemy melee combos. movement speed of certain high-threat enemies, custom tuning to specific combat encounters. Left and right allies, moderate plus, adjust difficulty settings related to aggressiveness of allies in combat, frequency at which allies kill enemies. Stealth, moderate plus, adjust difficulty settings related to enemies' perception through vision and hearing, length of grace period before enemies will alert others, conditions for grabbing enemies from stealth. Left and right resources, moderate plus, adjust difficulty settings related to quantity of ammunition and supplies found in the world, quantity of ammunition dropped by enemies, frequency of allies gifting items and ammunition. Left and right continue. Player, moderate plus, custom plus,
So you can
customize the difficulty
customize
settings to
these
create your own.
things.
Very light plus.
Let's go on
explore
very
and
light.
experience. Start.
And I'll hit start, and we'll go through the
A
first
button
part
you
of
have
this.
selected. Very light plus. Challenge level can be changed at any time in options. Difficulty. Start.
I'll hit start. And let's go. And it's loading. What time is it? Oh,
Speech
White
mode off.
words appear over a black background. Sony Interactive Entertainment presents a Naughty Dog game. Cut to a darkened living room. A blonde preteen girl stirs as she sleeps on a couch. An unseen man enters the house.
Tommy, listen to me. He is the contractor. He's the contractor, okay? I can't lose this job.
He is on a phone.
I understand.
Has dark hair and a beard.
Let's talk about this in the morning, okay?
A lamp flips on.
We'll talk about it in the morning.
The girl wakes up.
All right, good night.
Hey,
Scoot.
She slides over as the man takes a seat next to her.
Monday at work, huh?
He leans back, then rests his head on his hand.
What are you still doing up? It's late.
Crud, what time is it?
It's way past your bedtime.
But it's still today.
A clock reads 11:49.
Honey, please not right now. I do not have the energy for this.
She retrieves a small box.
Here,
She hands it to him.
What's this?
your birthday?
She sits back beside him as he opens the box to reveal a gray wristwatch with a leather strap.
You kept complaining about your broken watch. So, figured, you know.
He puts it on.
You like it?
Raising his wrist, he inspects the watch.
Honey, this is... It's
What?
nice, but I think it's stuck. It's not...
What? No.
She pushes his forearm away.
Oh, ha ha.
She lies down on the couch.
Where did you get the money for this?
Drugs. I sell hardcore drugs.
Oh, good. You started helping out with the mortgage then.
Yeah, you wish.
He presses a button on a remote, and the glow of a television washes over them. Later, the man scoops the now sleeping girl off the couch. They pass the clock, which now reads 1:31, as he carries her towards a staircase. In a bedroom, he lays her down over a butterfly bedspread. He brushes her hair behind her ear.
All right, baby girl.
okay. Now,
Hello?
Sarah, honey, I need to get your daddy on the phone.
Uncle Tommy, what time is it?
I need to talk to your dad now. There's something...
Uncle Tommy? Hello?
and that sound
What's that
means...
all about?
Yeah, that sound means that I am in control. The ding you hear off to the right, that is I think that's a prompt to hit Y. So, let's talk about movement. You move by pushing the left stick. Pushing it down moves you back. Obviously, pushing it forward will move you in that direction. Left will make you move left, and right will make you move right. So if I push left, I move like that. I can go to the right. I can go backwards. Things like that. Now, again, that's not very helpful because I can't see where I need to go. The navigation assistance, you click the left stick like this. And that will move the camera. And see, the problem is you have to constantly click this while you're moving. So again, you probably don't want to hear me playing this game because you'll hear me playing for like an hour and all you'll hear is this. Now, the right stick will move the camera, which lets you view things. This can also be used when you're playing cutscenes that happen during the actual game, where you can turn to you can turn to examine specific things in more detail, and the sound will actually change. So like you can hear I'm pushing the stick right, and you hear the ding changing positions. So that's that. Now, let's teach you some things too. So if I hold down the right trigger and I press B, that tells me, I think that there's two different things here. There were two pings there. Now if I click the left stick... Wait, I thought I could... Let me see. There we go. I had to move, and now I can scan. So now I'm holding down the right bumper. I'm sorry, it's not right trigger, it's the right bumper. Now, what I'm going to do is hold down right bumper and push the left stick forward. Keep those like that and tap the button like this. And it's not working. Why isn't it working? Hold on. Actually, I may have to deal with that thing first. So let's just use the navigation assistance to get there. So the same basic premise. I will hold down the left stick, or push it forward and click it like this. Now that click you heard was a door. I can press Y, and the door has opened, and now I am somewhere else. I can use nav assistance. Now let's check for some stuff here. So I'll hold down the right bumper and hit B. And yes, there is some stuff here. So just like with the navigation assistance, I will push the stick forward and click the button. And it's not... Let's see. I think that's telling me it's... What the heck? Unless there may not be things here that I can pick up. See, again, this is the problem. So you can walk around, but you have no idea where you are and what's here. Let's just keep using the navigation assistance.
Daddy?
And I'll hit B. Let's try to scan for things here. Let me use nav assistance to move a little bit, and I'll push the stick. Let's see if I can scan for this item here. I'll hit Y. Nope, I think I'm going through a different door.
Left trigger, zoom, X button, read, B button, put back.
Okay, so I think I found something. Now if I hit X...
Texas Herald. 300% increase due to mysterious infection. Admittance spikes at area hospitals. FDA expands list of contaminated crops. Massive recalls anticipated. The Food and Drug Administration's investigation of crops potentially tainted with mold continues across the country. Initial lists distributed to vendors nationwide warned against crops imported from South America. However, now the scope has extended to include Central America and Mexico. Several companies have already voluntarily recalled their food products from store shelves. The FDA is expected to release an expanded list of foods under their. Continued on page 3. Police, crazed woman killed husband and 3 others. An encounter with local law enforcement yesterday evening ended in bloodshed when police responded to several 911 calls in Westlake Hills. Upon discovery of a grisly murder scene, officers were violently attacked by Sandra Rivers, who was on the premises unknown to law enforcement. B button, back.
So, you'll
Left
find...
trigger, zoom, X button, read, B button, put back.
You'll find things like this during your travels. I guess this is a newspaper of some kind. And the cool thing is that the screen reader will read these things to you, which is pretty cool. Hang on a second. I'm going to pause.
Audacity.
Okay. As I was saying before I was rudely
zoom,
interrupted,
read, backspace, put back.
You will find things during your travels that have things written on them. They could be notes, newspapers, journals, all kinds of stuff, and the screen reader will read them to you, which is pretty cool. So that was a newspaper, I guess.
The Last of Us.
I'll hit B to put that away. Let's do a scan for items. Hold down the right bumper and press B. Now I'm navigating to it. The door.
Where the heck are you?
We've received reports that victims afflicted with the infection show
This is a TV.
aggression and
It's nearby.
there seems to be some commotion coming from
Whoa.
What was that?
Yeah, I think that cue was a tutorial. I haven't really messed with those. Let's see if I can access some stuff here. Okay, so I can't show you crafting and things like that yet. If I press the button to the right of the home button for the Xbox home button,
Options.
this pops up a menu.
Space. Select. Backspace. Back.
You can go into the options menu here, which I've been through. I'm going to go down with the D-pad.
Photo mode.
That's visual.
Audio cue glossary.
You can reference
A
the
button.
glossary.
Extras.
You can get to the extras.
Skins. Filter gallery. Gameplay modifiers. Change the behavior of the game. Earn
You
points
can,
and commentary. Skins. Filter gallery. Extras.
Right.
Tutorials.
you can view tutorials here.
Survival strategies. You have the choice to engage your opponents quietly, by force, or sometimes avoid combat altogether. Check your supplies, check your surroundings, and choose your strategy wisely. A button. Select. B button. Back.
Now, the cool thing...
Survival strategies. Enhanced listen mode. Items. Enhanced listen. Navigation assistance.
Okay.
No. Navigation assistance.
Wait, let me
With
see.
navigation enhanced listen. Enhanced survival strategies. You have the choice to engage your tutorials.
Wait, let me go back in here.
Survival strategies. 1 of 23. You have the choice to engage your opponents quietly, by force, or sometimes avoid combat altogether. Check your supplies, check your surroundings, and choose your strategy wisely. Left bumper, previous, right bumper, next, B button, back.
So you can click on a category and you can use the left and right bumpers to go through these tips, which you might find helpful. So I go to the right.
Survival tactics. 2 of 23. In combat, use your environment to lose your enemies and slip back into stealth. Left bumper, run away, B button, hide, Y button, stealth kill.
And I'll do one more.
Fight or flight. 3 of 23. When overwhelmed in combat, sometimes the best strategy for survival is to just run away. Hold left bumper to sprint. Enemies are less accurate while you're sprinting away, but you're an easy target if you rush directly at them.
Right. Okay, so let's just go back out of here.
Fight or flight. Tutorials. Save game.
You can save here.
Load game.
You can load.
Restart checkpoint.
You can restart from the last
A button.
checkpoint.
Select. B button. Back.
The game will save periodically by itself, so you don't you don't necessarily have to save, but you can go into save and you can save manually. Restart checkpoint. This will reload the game from the last checkpoint. There's also an option when you're in an encounter where you can restart the encounter. You may find these useful, which I found this out. Sometimes the game can glitch. I'm not sure if it's because of the navigation assist or because you get too far or there's bugs, but you might find it helpful to restart the game from the last checkpoint and or encounter, because that can help you get back on track. Because I found, like I said, that there are times when I use navigation assist to move around and I'm not moving, and
A button, select, B button, back.
I'll try to move to the left or right or try to back up, and that can work sometimes, and sometimes it can't. So this can be helpful to just reload the program, and hopefully that will help you fix your problems.
Quit to main menu.
You can go back to the menu.
A quit to desktop.
Or you can close the game.
Options.
So let's go back here. And I'm just going to do navigation assist. Well, let's see if I can find some more stuff here. Nope. There's nothing. Oh.
Oh, God.
Let's use nav assist. Let's keep going.
Dad?
So there's a dog somewhere.
What is going on? There's his phone.
Let's see if I can scan. Oh yeah, I can. This will take me right to the phone.
Eight missed calls. Where the hell are
X
you?
button, read.
Call me on my way.
Now, cool thing, I think you can read his messages. If I hit X...
8 missed calls. Text message from Tommy, where the hell are you? Call me. On my way. B button, back.
So that'll read the messages to you. Which, again, that is a nice touch. That really is. Let's do a scan. See what else we got in here. Guess nothing else. All right, let's keep going with nav assist. Something happened to the dog. We don't know what.
There you are.
Sarah, are you okay?
Yeah?
Does anyone come in here?
No, who would come in here?
Don't go near the doors. Just stand back there.
Dad, you're kind of freaking me out. What's going on?
It's the Coopers. Something ain't right with them. I think they're sick.
What kind of sick?
Jeez. Jimmy!
Dad?
Come here. Come here. Jimmy! Jimmy, stay back! Jimmy, I am warning you! Don't!
You shot him?
Sarah.
I saw him this morning.
Listen to me. There is something bad going on. We have got to get out of here. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Tommy, come on. Come on.
Okay.
Where the hell you been? You have any idea what's going on out there?
I got some notion.
Holy shit. What in there? You got blood all over you.
It ain't mine. Let's just get out of here.
This ain't half the people in the city lost their minds.
Can we just please go?
Some sort of parasite or something. You gonna tell me what happened?
Later.
Hey, Sarah. How you holding up, honey?
I'm fine. Can we hear us on the radio?
Yeah, sure thing.
Thanks.
No cell phone. No radio.
Options.
Okay, so
A button,
let me pause
select,
this real quick.
B button, back.
And just to explain what's happening. So this is an example where you have a cutscene that is played during gameplay, so you can still walk around and do things when these play. As you can tell, the description is not here, which is a disappointment. I mean, I think I got the gist of it. There was some kind of infected that was shot, and now I think you're inside of a car with Tommy, who is Joel's brother, and I guess they're going somewhere. Again, because there's no description of the environment, I have no idea what's going on, really. But yeah, so the other thing that you may have been able to pick up on is that I was using the camera to move around, and you could hear the different noises panning around.
The button back.
So let's continue here. I'm going to hit B.
Yeah, we're doing great.
You can do this.
The newsman wouldn't shut up.
They say where to go?
He said, Army's put up roadblocks on the highway. No getting into Travis County.
We need to get the hell out. Take 71.
71, that's where I'm headed.
Did they say how many are dead?
Probably a lot. We found this one family all mangled inside their
Tommy's.
house. Right. Sorry.
Jesus Christ, how did this happen?
They got no clue.
The controller's
We ain't
vibrating.
the only town. First they were saying it's just the south. Now they're going on about the east coast, the west coast. Holy hell. That's Lewis's farm. I hope that sumbitch made it out.
I'm sure he did.
Are we sick?
No, of course not.
How do you know?
They said it's just people in the city. We're good.
Didn't Jimmy work in the city?
That's right, he did. We're fine, trust me.
All right.
Let's see what they need.
Who do you think you're doing? Keep driving.
They got a kid, Joel.
So do we.
But we have room.
Keep driving, Tommy.
Stop!
You ain't seen what I seen. Someone else will come along.
Should have helped.
Oh, this is bad. Everyone and their mother had the same damn idea.
We could just backtrack and...
What the fuck, man? Let's go!
Shit. Turn us around.
Oh my god.
Tommy! Tommy!
Holy shit! What the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened? Did you see that?
Yes, I'm sorry.
God dang.
Turn here, turn here.
No. Come on, people, move.
What are they running from?
Get us out of here.
I'm trying.
Oh no.
We can't stop here, Tommy.
I can't fucking drive through them,
Then
Joel!
back up then!
They're behind me, too!
There! Hold on! Go!
Daddy? Hey. Hey!
Get back. Get back.
Okay.
Okay, that's a prompt for X. Let's see if I can use my weapons yet. So if you hit the D-pad... No, I can't. Alright, let's just use nav assist. Wait, do I hit X? Oh, I see. So you have to tap X. Guess you break out of the car.
Dad?
I'm here, baby. I'm here. Over your head.
Options.
Okay, so I think what happened there is he was
A button.
attacked.
Select the button back.
He was attacked by someone who is infected. and he killed him, I guess.
What is it?
My leg hurts.
How bad?
Pretty bad.
We're gonna need to run. God. You keep us safe. Come on, baby. So hold on tight.
Okay.
Now to run,
I'm scared.
you hold the stick and the left bumper,
Joel, watch out!
Oh no.
Just keep your eyes closed, honey.
like this.
Oh my.
Car crashed or something. Oh, it's on fire.
People are on fire.
Keep looking at me, baby.
Being attacked by the infected.
We're gonna get out of this. I promise.
So I'm just trying to run here, I think is what's happening.
Get back! There's too many of them! This way! Through the alley!
Now I'm going to press X because I'm being grappled. There we go.
He's dead! God damn it!
We'll keep running.
We're almost there. We're almost there, baby. They're getting through the fence! Keep going! Find your way out of here! Come on! Joel! Move it!
Okay.
Get to the highway! Go! You got Sarah! I cannot run him!
Uncle Tommy?
I will meet you there! Hurry!
Daddy, we can't leave him.
He's gonna be fine. We're almost there.
They're getting closer. Dad?
Oh, okay, I got killed for some reason. I don't think I was... Okay, so that reloads.
They're getting closer.
Just died again. Yeah, so the goal was to run through here. Let me try this again here.
They're getting closer. Dad?
So he's being chased by the infected. The thing I will say, doing things like this makes my hand hurt.
Two infected men are shot down behind Joel carrying Sarah. A soldier wearing a gas mask shines a flashlight.
It's okay, baby. We're safe. We're safe. Hey, we need help.
Stop!
Please. It's my daughter. I think her leg is broken.
Stop right there!
The soldier aims a rifle at them. Joel steps back.
We're not sick.
Got a couple of civilians in the outer perimeter. Please advise.
Daddy, what about Uncle Tommy?
We're gonna get you to safety and go back for him, okay?
Sir, there's a little girl. But...
The soldier speaks into a radio.
Yes, sir.
Somebody, we've just been through hell. Okay, we just need...
The soldier raises his weapon. Shit. As the soldier fires, Joel shields Sarah, then drops her as he collapses. The soldier steps over Joel with his lightened rifle aimed at Joel's face.
Please don't.
The soldier topples over as he is shot in the head. Tommy appears with a raised revolver.
Oh, no.
Joel scrambles to his daughter.
Sarah.
She holds a blood-soaked stomach.
Move your hands, baby. I know, baby, I know.
He applies pressure to her wound.
Listen to me. I know this hurts. You're gonna be okay, baby. Stay with me. I'm gonna pick you up. I know, baby. I know it hurts. Come on, baby. Please. I know, baby. I know.
Tommy steps forward as Joel glances back at him.
Sarah.
Sarah goes limp in her father's arms.
Baby.
Her lifeless eyes stare up at him. He rocks her back and forth.
Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Come on. No. 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 No.
He holds her close.
Please. 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 Please.
A white title appears over a black background. The Last of Us. Then, opening credits appear as an outbreak of cortecepts fungus spreads. Audio recordings of news broadcasts play.
The number of confirmed deaths has passed 200. The governor has called a state of emergency.
There are hundreds and hundreds of bodies lining the streets.
Panic spread worldwide after a leaked report from the World Health Organization showed that the latest vaccination tests have failed.
With the bureaucrats out of power, we can finally take the necessary steps.
Los Angeles is now the latest city to be placed under martial law. All residents are required to report to their designated quarantine. Riots have continued for a third consecutive day, and winter rations are at an all-time low.
A group calling themselves the Fireflies have claimed responsibility for both attacks.
Their public charter calls for the return of all branches of government.
Demonstrations broke out following the execution of 6 more alleged Fireflies.
You can still rise with us.
Remember, when you're lost in the darkness, look for the light. Believe in the Fireflies.
Spores released from the fungus into the air. Cut to black. White words appear. Summer. Cut to a darkened room where Joel lies asleep.
Skip cinematic.
All right. I think
Select B button. Back.
I think this is a good place to stop. Basically, that was the prologue. They killed his daughter. Then you pick up 20 years later when the world really goes to shit. I think this serves as a pretty good demo of how you play the game, how you walk around, how you find different items. Again, I'm not a fan of the navigation system. It is not very good, but it works. It's just clunky. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop here and resume with part 3, where I'll talk more about combat, try to demonstrate some neat things I've found, and I'll show you things like you can craft items and how you do that, things like that. All right, I'm back. I had to cut some stuff from the end of the file, but basically this is the end of part 2, so join me for the last part, which will be coming up here very soon. You guys take care.